My name is KellyMadden. I'm 62 years old. Been in the gym now for about 4 years. Well, just to let you know a little bit about myself, I've been in New England for 25 years, something like that. Live in Revere, Beachmont. Heather and I have lived there for about 4 years now. And I run a program called the Boston Fellows, which has for its mission to equip emerging leaders to serve God and neighbor in the working world. And this is our 11th year doing that. My fitness journey started in high school properly. I did a little bit of track in junior high school, as we called it then. Wrestled in high school for 2 years, and then played basketball and got into the gym off and on in college. Always tried to do a few things to just say, in general, conditioning, some weights once in a while, some running once in a while, played tennis when there was tennis available, just a little bit of this and that depending on what was available in the places that I lived. I've lived all over the world, and so not every option is available everywhere I've lived. Well, I played a lot of basketball, for example, in Senegal when I lived in Senegal, but it was very difficult to find a basketball court in nearby when I lived in Bamako, Mali. But there was at the American Cultural Center, there was a tennis court, and I'd learned to play tennis there. Yeah, there Greco-Roman wrestling, which is what we think of in the sort of non-show type wrestling, is not available in a lot of places in the world where I've lived. I get a senior discount at some restaurants. So somebody considers me a senior citizen. I get mailings from AARP, but I think everybody does maybe for those. But yeah, technicality. Some of the challenges I've faced, I think, in my fitness journey have related to expectations more than maybe anything else. If there's one thing that I really was surprised to learn and then became indignant about, was the fact that the medical community generally tells seniors just to move a little bit once in a while, to be active, but they don't encourage any kind of strenuous activity. And I've got a really good general practitioner now as my doctor, and he says that fitness, this kind of fitness that we do in the gym here, is really the silver bullet, if there is one, to medicine. So that might have been the biggest one. Also, I sometimes have to learn things the hard way. It took me a long time just to really trust the coaches and do what they say. That was an obstacle. I didn't appreciate also the importance of recovery. Maybe one of the most important things I've learned is that we get stronger not by working out, but by recovering from working out. And understanding the importance of recovery has been a huge thing to me, I think. Those would be some of the biggest obstacles. Well, throughout a lot of preconceived notions, find somebody who's really good at advising you. If I was going to give advice to seniors who are looking for advice to getting into fitness, it would be, throughout a lot of preconceived notions, find somebody who knows what they're talking about, who's used to working with masters athletes, in the euphemism that we use, and follow their advice. pay attention to those people who are giving attention to safety, actually paying attention to you when you're in the gym, not on their phones or other crap like that, and follow their advice. There's a lot of different words of wisdom that I probably would want to share if we had more time to talk about things that I've learned, but I think maybe one of the biggest ones is not to underestimate the importance of time, just giving yourself more time. In much different contexts, somebody once told me, you overestimate what you can do in 1 year, you underestimate what you can do in 5 years. And I'm 4 and a half close to into this journey now, and I keep improving, and I keep surprising myself. So showing up, that's one thing I really like about the gym. You just show up, and they tell you what to do, and that's what you're paying for here, really, the expertise and the care that you get to your progress on the journey. Thanks for the opportunity to give back. I know it's a contractual relationship, in some ways transactional relationship, but I appreciate the opportunity to give back here at Trade Winds and for what you guys have invested in me and your professionalism. Anybody that wants to is free to ask me more questions.